Hello. It is June 20th, and Pub Talk is back. Today, we have an NFL uniform tier list, but before we get started with that, we're going to actually do the beer drinking first today, then Hops of the Week. But before Pub Talk begins, we want to thank our sponsor at Route 11 Chips. Route 11 Chips, the best chips here in the Shenandoah Valley, with great flavors such as barbecue, Chesapeake crab, and salt and pepper. 25 plus years of being in the business has led to some damn fine chips, so check out your local stores to grab your chip bag today. Okay, let's do this. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Today we're going to have a little bit of a different show. We're not going to have really any sports talk other than a tier list we're going to do. But we're going to start it off a little bit differently. We're going to do the beer first because we feel like it's important because whenever we get to the tier list, there might be some shouting. Who knows what happens. Lucas and I have already had a small little shouting match about some of the unis before.
Oh, of course.
But you know what? He's fine because he's a football coach, but I'm an equipment, and I deal with those things. And when I see how ugly they look, my position trumps over a coach.
I've been waiting for this episode for quite a while. So
it's been 2 weeks. What do you mean for quite a while?
Well, just that 2 week time, it just felt like months and months. I've been ready to go and debate you on this topic, CJ. I wish Vigno was here. Hey, shout out Vigno. Congratulations on the marriage.
Big Vig's got married.
So he definitely now can pay property taxes for our podcast if he comes back on the show. After his honeymoon, of course. We don't want him.
Yeah, he's leaving on Tuesday, I think. He's headed to Florida, go to Disney.
He's going to Disney?
Shout out Vigno.
Yeah.
Disney.
How old is he?
At the end of June.
Hey, don't disrespect Disney.
I'm disrespecting Disney all the way.
Disney is the magical I wish I could get this out. Disney is the most magical place on earth.
Yeah, they paid you to say that because you couldn't even fucking say it.
They didn't pay me. I love Disney World more than any other place in this world.
More than Universal? Really?
I don't even want to go to Universal. Never been. Don't care.
Are you serious?
I want to go to Disney World. Yeah.
See, when I was
you don't have an opinion then on that shit.
When I was a kid, I grew up in California, and I only lived about 45 minutes from Disneyland, the original Disneyland. And I'd gone there. And so it was a great place when I was a kid and everything like that. And then when, of course, I had my kids, and we decided we were going to do a Disney World thing, take the kids to Disney. And we went into, the old part and like Frontierland and all the lands that they have.
I can't even.
It was no different than when I was in the 1970s.
And I think that's part of the charm.
No,
For
but
me, it's part of the charm.
Yeah, but it's not upgraded. It's not updated. It's not any of those things. And I figure with all of the money they rake in, they could update and make them cleaner and nicer and, don't have scrapes everywhere and just, I don't know. But I think at some point, there's so many people there that it's really hard to perform maintenance on a regular basis. It just has to be that way.
Either way, it never trumps a water park because fat guys like water parks. Okay?
The green one's awesome.
When you go to an amusement park, there's something called a weight limit or something along those lines. But when you go to a water park, you're beating that fucker in the race on your stomach down the freaking slide. That's what you're doing. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're going to start off with the beer today.
Yeah.
We have a variety pack, it looks like.
Yes, it is. It's called Wicked Weed Brewing Company. It's out of Asheville, North Carolina. And they have this little mini 4-pack.
Hey, why didn't I get a little glass? Why don't I get the Chicago Bears
one? You
want
to trade?
Here, I'll trade.
I'm just saying, why do I get the Chicago Bears one?
Quit your damn whining.
Yeah, you've been whining a little bit, CJ, since I've
So let's get back to this.
I have a lot going through my head right now.
So look at the price tag on that, Patrick. 4 beers,
4 beers, $20.
$20.
Oh, by the way, Path Back. I'm sorry. I fucking
hello.
forgot to include him. We needed somebody else to fill the show, and we had beer to drink today.
All right,
that's
so
why he's here.
yeah, we thought we'd get into that tier list, and that tier list would really eat into our time, but we wanted to do the beers at the beginning, so if there's something else we want to try, we can. But this is called Guilty Pleasures. It's a variety 4-pack made by Wicked Weed Brewing out of Asheville, North Carolina. And they have a number of different beers in here. Now, we've tasted a couple that are very close to this. There's Brownie, German Chocolate Cake, Milk and Cookies, and S'mores. Now, if you remember, there was Big Muddy Brewing that had their variety, and we really, really like those. So when I was talking to the guy at the store, I was like really into this one. So I thought this was good. I figured it was worth the $20. So we're gonna try it. Let's reach in here and grab one of these cans out. It doesn't matter which one it is. So Wicked Weed Brewing. So
What the fuck are you trying to say?
what? What are you?
Music. I was trying to
Oh,
whisper.
my
it.
God.
Yeah, we got to get the
You
music
can-
going.
You don't have to. You don't have to do that. You can just tell them, CJ,
don't
get the
have to
damn,
whisper.
get the beer
This isn't
music
in a
going.
studio where
All right,
we
so
have
the first
somebody
one up,
giving me
Wicked Weed
signals.
Brewing.
CJ, get the music going.
Yes. This is an imperial stout brewed with golden raisins, cinnamon, and vanilla. This is Milk and Cookies. It's 8.5% alcohol by volume. Once again, one of the guilty pleasures variety
Milk
4-pack.
and cookies.
Milk and
It's always
cookies.
an ad. Have to mute the sound.
Look
Oh,
at that.
politics? Yeah, that's not for me, bud.
Some darkness there. Look at that. Oh yeah.
Look at that sound. Listen to that sound. I should say, not look at it.
I was gonna say this
Look at
is
that sound.
audio.
Hey, what happened there?
What? No, I just have it on a different page. Oh my god.
She's a dark
Wow.
one.
Which
That
one
is-
is this, Coach?
This is Milk and Cookies.
Milk and cookies. All right.
It's brewed with, what does it say, Patrick? Raisins and what else?
It's made with golden raisins, cinnamon, and vanilla.
Well, you can definitely get the raisins.
Yeah, it
Taste
has
the
a
raisins.
and it's not a harsh pour at all. It's very sweet though, isn't it?
Yes,
It's got
it
a
is.
sweetness to it.
I get the raisins and the cinnamon
Oh
a
wow.
lot.
It's literally.
I like that.
It's like walking into a car with a cinnamon air freshener in it. That's like that's what it's like walking into.
You see? Go ahead, Pat.
This is going to be really weird, okay? And you know what I'm thinking about this? Just
Like
by
the
looking at
show
the
isn't
can and the
weird.
flavor, I feel like I'm in Cracker Barrel. Does that make
makes
sense?
Okay,
sense.
yeah, no, that
Does that
makes
make sense?
Yeah, that makes
Like,
perfect sense.
I feel like I'm in
I should've
Cracker
said
Barrel,
that.
and Cracker Barrel sold me this beer.
it's like walking into an old Perkins.
Exactly.
Basically.
It-
It's like yeah.
It's old school. I like that a lot.
You
That's
see-
really good.
For me, when I think of milk
Remember
and
that old-
cookies, I think of chocolate chip cookies and milk.
Right,
This is
right.
more of like an oatmeal cookie.
An oatmeal
Yes.
raisin,
Yeah.
yeah, an
And
oatmeal.
it's good,
The
but it
country store
surprised
that we
me.
used to live
So if
by?
you
Yeah.
if you ever
It's
try
like
this, you're gonna
walking
get
into
more
there,
of an
basically.
oatmeal
An
cookie and milk.
Right, an oatmeal and raisin cookie. And it has a sweetness to it. One of the
That's
best things
delicious.
about one of the best things I like about it is that when you take that what are they those I don't want to call them odors, but they're just like emanations from the flavorings in there that when you take a breath, you can actually continue to taste it, and then there's no aftertaste. There's
Right.
like no bite, no hangover with that. So let's score.
Well, that's going to be tough to beat. Great start.
All right. So
great
I'll just
start.
I
I'm
grabbed in
pounding
here.
a couple of those back. I will say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
agree.
think
I'm
so.
going back
I
to the
agree with
cooler.
CJ.
All right, so once again, this is s'mores. This is an imperial stout brewed with chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon. So you're getting the theme here. This one's got chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon. This is a little potent one. This will knock you on your ass if you'd had too many of these. This one's 9% alcohol by volume, but it is s'mores. Wicked Weed Brewing, Asheville, North Carolina.
Looks the same.
Yeah, it's probably. Oh, it's going to definitely. It's an imperial stout. It's going to have that. Definitely a little bit of a hint of chocolate off the top there. Definitely.
Oh yeah, you definitely get the hint of chocolate when you sniff it.
First thing, hit your head.
It's got too much of something,
It does.
but
yeah,
I
it
can't
does.
put my finger on.
I
what
think
that
it might be
is.
the
Very-
vanilla.
Yeah, I think
very-
that's
Very
what it is.
vanilla-y.
It's like it's
Yeah.
very dense. It's like it
Yeah,
hits you.
but when I'm thinking s'mores, I'm
Whoa.
thinking I'm thinking a little bit more chocolatey and graham crackery in that s'mores. But this isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. It's certainly not a bad beer at all.
There's not much to it.
Yeah, there's
There
really
isn't.
not. It's not. We had that Big Buddy Brewing s'mores one, which I think is probably a little better than this. But this is not one of those. Hey, I'm not drinking this because it tastes terrible.
I would
Absolutely
still drink
not
a
that.
couple of these. Though.
Yeah.
I would. I think it's actually pretty good. Anything else, Patrick?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what
Yeah,
that
I'm
is.
still like.
I don't know. Like, I think it's either the vanilla or just the fact that it has just a little bit more alcohol to it.
Yeah, she's potent.
That
Thi-
might be.
this
that
one
might
was
be
8.5.
But you know what?
This
Yeah.
one was 9.
Yeah, but let me tell you this. But when you taste this, do you taste the power of 9.0? Now you think about that. That's almost twice what a regular beer is.
But I feel like I would have noticed that with the 8.5 though too. I didn't notice that.
No,
with
no,
the
not at all.
milk and
But I think the
cookies.
flavors, I think that cinnamon really hit it a little bit more. This one doesn't have that.
I think it's the
Like
vanilla.
vanilla's really sweet, chocolate's really sweet, and the cinnamon doesn't come out as much. So I think you get more of just that alcohol bite coming through.
but it's
CJ's
not.
just like,
But it's not a bite.
I think it's good.
It was
I
good.
think it's just good.
There's no bite
Beer
to it.
good, beer go down good. That's what I
But to me, there's no bite in that. All right, let's dig in here. Let's get this next one up here.
Guilty pleasures.
Ooh.
It's very
Kind of slightly different can here. This is brownie. Brownie. This is brewed with chocolate
I
and
did that
natural
earlier.
hemp-like flavors.
Oh, I know.
This one's 8.7, so we're right in the middle there. I wonder what the green must be the hemp, I'm assuming. All right, so let's knock the top off.
By
of
the
this
way, what
rascal.
are your school colors? By the way, what is Independence?
red, white, and blue.
America,
American
baby.
flag.
Are you guys the
Seriously.
Patriots?
We're the Tigers. That's the thing that's kind of like.
Fuck, does that make sense?
Well,
But
I love the
Tigers are
logo.
not American, but they represent America, right?
Stripes.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
about it. That's all.
it's
I
weird
got.
because
I think we have one of the coolest high school logos I've ever seen.
I work
Yeah.
for a
That's
mascot
what I
that's
think.
called the Patriots, and yet they're green. They're not.
Yeah,
you guys are
it's
red,
weird,
white, and
but-
blue. Yeah, we're the big cats. That's what we are. Genie, stop it.
So you guys are
I
the,
think you can smell the hemp most of all when you give it a little sniff.
Oh, what is this?
this one's brownie.
Is it like an IPA or something? Or
Now,
No.
Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate, natural hemp-like flavors. And that's all it says. 8.7 though. So
There's
a
no
little
brownie
lower.
for me. I'm getting more hemp, like an IPA kind of a.
That's what I'm saying.
A
Is
very
like it smells
hoppy
like.
taste to it.
Little, yeah. Just
It's
from the
not
nose
strong though.
automatically.
It's not over the top like what a normal IPA or.
Yeah, but when I think brownie, I don't think
You okay,
this.
Pat?
I don't think it's very good.
I don't like that one.
I don't either.
It's not as strong, but yeah.
It tastes like grass.
That's what I wanted to say that, but I didn't know if I'd sound like an idiot. If that was like
I'm
just
going
the
in for
hoppy
my
flavor.
second sip.
It tastes like
All right,
grass.
third and final sip. Yeah, I could go without that one again.
Yeah, it tastes like.
I
Tastes like
hate
grass.
to look back on that.
Oh my god,
and
it does. It's like smelling the freshly
it
mowed
tastes like
grass.
smooth grass.
Yeah, it smells like a freshly
That's-
cut
that's-
lawn
It
on a
is smooth
Saturday
though.
morning.
If I had
If
to-
brownies taste like that, nobody would eat freaking brownies.
Yeah, nobody would like brownie.
Nobody would like
not
brownies.
unless
Sorry, you missed the mark on it. What's this?
Not
called?
unless-
Guilty
I'm not gonna lie.
pleasures?
I'm not
You
gonna
missed
lie,
the mark on
Lucas.
this one.
I
Not unless-
really like that logo.
Pat, you say they won't eat those brownies, but what if they're those
Oh, yeah, I know. I love
Brownies. They're
what if
those
they're those
brownies.
brownies? I think
Those
they'll
brownies.
eat any brownies.
They're
Really.
definitely going back for more.
Yeah.
If they were those
Bro,
brownies.
these are the best brownies ever.
But
All right, on to the fourth
All right,
one.
and then finally we got
Our fourth guilty pleasure.
this is German
four
chocolate
guilty
cake.
This is the one I'm most excited for.
Well, is
I
this
love,
the?
I love chocolate cake.
So we had a-
biggest weakness in desserts.
Really?
Wait.
You like German
Aren't
chocolate
you the
cake?
one that said like? What was the thing that you
Oh,
said? That
I'm gonna
you
like
didn't
this one.
or
It's got a little
something?
coconut in it.
Like?
That you didn't like. You didn't. I forget what it was. You not like cheesecake? No, that's.
No, I
not you.
love cheesecake.
Oh my god!
if you don't like cheesecake,
I'll spend 2
I think
days
it-
on the toilet for freaking cheesecake. All right, so this is German chocolate cake. It is an imperial stout, once again brewed with chocolate and coconut flavors. This one's 8.8% alcohol by volume. So here we go. Let's take a look at that. There you go, Lucas. Terry. Some of that. Oh, it smells absolutely wonderful. It
smells
smells
like-
like German chocolate cake.
Sorry.
It
Has to
does.
burp out the
Take
grass.
take a smell of that.
Oh, that smell! It does have a really good smell.
It has a wonderful smell, and that smell.
Bryce just hit an absolute bomb.
Did he
He's
really?
within inches of the hole.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I've never done that. I've never done that. Now is that
Oh
what is
my
it?
god!
Oh,
Are you trying? Is it terrible?
it's disgusting.
Really?
Is it really?
First taste, I did not like at all.
I actually kind of like it, but I'm also like, it's a little bit weird.
They overdid the coconut.
Oh yeah,
It tastes like an almond joy.
Peter Paul and Joy got nuts.
I like it.
It
I actually
has
kinda
that.
like
I'm not a big coconut guy, so the fact
And
Okay,
so
yeah, I
when
would
you
say that.
and so when
More
you
like
do the
coconut
German
cake,
chocolate
and
cake, you're
therefore-
thinking chocolatey, not
Coconut.
coconut.
You know, I've noticed a trend.
like it, though.
I've noticed a trend with this box is that when we read the ingredients, I'm glad you read the ingredients before we tasted it. I have noticed the secondary ingredients that aren't advertised, like for example, milk and cookies. I tasted the cinnamon,
Right.
and then for this one, I'm tasting more of the
vanilla. But
yeah,
that
or,
says
yeah.
on there it's
Well, this one is
chocolate
the
and
coconut. Yeah, the
chocolate.
coconut. I'm
Coconut
tasting the
flavors.
coconut more, and I just have noticed that with all four of these, tasting the secondary flavors more than the primary flavors. I'm
just
still
to be
burping
picky.
grass.
I still
Yeah, but-
think it's just
So my whole thing with this is
it's not as smooth as the others though.
no, it's just ever so slightly off. So if you had to rank these on a scale of
the first one is top tier.
Yes.
one,
first
1 to
one-
5, I'm gonna have a couple of these, and I'm gonna enjoy them, and then I'm probably gonna hit that third one or fourth one just because I really
I like the
that.
second one that we had.
Okay, so here, I'll put them over here. That way you can see it without your computer. So we got milk and cookies. I think was everybody's favorite. Smooth,
Definitely down the
awesome,
middle.
great flavor, right
Right.
down the pipe.
I kind of like the.
Are we
the-
going s'mores or are we going German chocolate cake?
S'mores was the
The 9% chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon.
okay. I kind of
Oh, I
like
kind
that
of
the
one.
like
second.
that. Yes,
That was the
I would
s'mores one. I
say
definitely
I
like
think
that one.
like
If
walking
this
into
one-
a Cracker Barrel. Yeah,
If German chocolate cake, for me personally, if it was just a little smoother,
Not
It would
as
be
coconutty.
yeah. So
Like,
let's
I
go
didn't ta-
s'mores too, and then
Did
obviously.
you guys taste any chocolate, or did you just?
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
coconut?
it's
Late.
lost
It's
in the
coming
coconut.
late.
I think it's lost in the coconut, but it's not a horrible
And then-
one.
I just
and
don't
then
like
brownie.
coconut. That's me.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
I-
yeah, yeah.
It just tastes like an alcoholic almond joy.
There's a lot more people that hate coconut than like coconut.
I agree
feel.
with
I
you,
just
yeah.
don't understand how let's get a coconut cake. Oh, I'm moving out now for your birthday. I'm moving out now.
But overall,
The cookies and cream one or the milk.
the
and
top
cookies
two,
one.
the first one definitely. I'm drinking.
the
I'm
grass
drinking
one
four.
or whatever. What was
I'm
it
drinking
again?
4 of milk and cookies. This one I might go back for another. These two, I'm okay with one. I'm okay with it. This
I'm going
one
to drink
not
it because
touching.
I'm
and
going
when you
to.
say this one, you're talking about the brownies and
So the German chocolate cake, I'm drinking 1, and hemp, I'm not touching.
That was a brownies one. I forgot.
it was
Brownies,
grass.
yeah.
The
Brownies, I'm
brownies
not
tasted
touching.
like grass.
I'm
Hey,
not
like
a-
I said,
I'm not a
it's
cow.
Like I said, it's those brownies that you
Right,
get from
right.
Well,
the store.
It did said it was flavored with hemp.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I think so.
But overall, not a bad bunch.
No,
Not
I
too
mean, what do you
shabby.
expect? I mean, you just enjoyed $20 of my money right there. So
I thought it was good.
yeah. No, I'm not saying they're definitely not in the Woodbooger classification. If we had that shit out here, we'd be freaking
Woodbooger. That was that day one.
Oh, you're having Woodburger?
Was that
I
day
don't,
I'm out.
I don't know. It's
I'm done.
First or second
I
show.
want to
Work.
say it was day one that we did it. Yes,
The absolute worst.
because Clarence
beer
was here
on this show.
Clarence was here when we did that.
I don't know, but it
Woodburger.
was bad. Woodbooger was awful.
And we had
it was
Mr.
atrocious.
Barrington on, and well, let's just say that he liked it apparently.
Well, he had gotten it before, and he kind of liked the flavoring of it. But
He's
you know
never
as well
back.
as I do. You know as well as I do
He's
that
never allowed back on. I don't
I know,
care what
I
he
know. But
says.
when you start, people's tastes just vary so much.
Right.
There are people that talk about IPAs and rave about IPAs, and me personally, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But you know, that's-
IPAs, yeah. You must be a fancy person to like this one.
I don't drink I drink a beer with my little finger in the air.
You don't. You don't drink your
I'm
drink with
slugging
an
that-
orange slice.
I'm slugging it down.
And just to put that into perspective, I'm having these, and I have a Bush Light next to me.
Once again,
So
he
you
just-
go from like crafty, like really in depth to freaking
Well, for the people out
backwoods
there, he
water
is still
and
in
Busch Light.
college. He is still in college, so there is a
Sadly,
reason
yes,
why
I
he
am.
likes Busch Light still. Once he grows out of it, he might switch over to mixed drinks and actually.
Yeah,
enjoy
well,
a
when you
little
start
bit more
earning a
liquor.
paycheck, then you can start. You know what I mean? When you start
It's like-
earning a paycheck, then you can start
You realize
quibbling over
have I
what's
really been
good and
drinking
what's not
2-cent
good.
beer my entire college career.
Hey, I remember paying $2 just for a cup, and then it was just.
You still drink Bud Light. You make
I
it
know,
sound like
I'm
this
not
is
saying-
some
Bud Light
fancy
is
$2.50,
beer.
I know,
Okay,
I
it's
get
$2.50,
all
it's a
that,
little
but when
bit
you
different.
look at the volume of what Bud Light is sold at in the United States,
it's
there
not even
is
close.
no other beer in this country sold at that volume. There's
Yeah.
just none.
Well, here-
So you can't tell me by any stretch that Bud Light is terrible when
Oh,
three-fourths
Bud
of
Light's my go-to.
well, yeah, you know what I mean.
let me.
Bud Light.
So we're at
Michelob.
Vigna's wedding, and they had an hour where they were getting their pictures taken, and they had a small, really nice, old-looking elevated bar. It was really cool, and there were young
Was it
guys
open
that
or
were
no?
serving and everything, and it was complimentary beer for the
No.
first hour.
Oh, for the
open bar.
for the first
For the
hour.
first hour, I think
That's
and
smart.
it
That's
was
smart.
really smart the way the way Vigna and between his mom and her parents set it up was, and it's really smart idea. So for anybody who out there is getting having a wedding, is that to have complimentary drinks up to a certain limit. You know, that if you're going to say, hey, we're going to spend $1,000 towards drinks. And once the $1,000 is eclipsed, everybody else begins paying their cash. They can open a tab and stuff like that. And then you also knock down the volume of drinking at that point, because at the wedding, I didn't see anybody, you know, and I mean, drinking to excess or anything like that. We certainly didn't stay long into the evening or anything like that. We were both tired and we wanted to get out, and hanging out with Jake and his buddies from college. That was pretty cool. He had a couple of friends that came, and that was pretty cool. And then until Jake got mad. He got mad at one of the young guys, and I looked at Jake. I was like, "Dude, serious? Dude, it was fucking serious." And he was just, you know, you could tell he was freaking tired. He was on edge too. He wanted to enjoy himself, but at the same time, he's in a position now as a head coach and a teacher that he can't stand out like that. So, you know, plus he's there with his little daughter and his wife and stuff. So, but his daughter, I love his daughter, Molly. She's a badass little kid. I love her.
Okay.
So.
No one cares.
Yeah,
anyway,
I do.
on to the uniform tier list now.
She calls
I know,
me
it's
Uncle
really
John.
quick. I know. Well, you
You're
made a
killing
point.
me, Smalls.
I know. Shut up. You made a point about how Bud Light is like the king of beers in America, right?
It's the perfect beer to have in a case race. It is.
right?
Dude,
just the
I
perfect
was in
beer
a
in
case
general.
race. Some team brought Budweiser. That team fucking
they're
lost.
idiots.
That team lost by a fucking mile.
Okay,
It's
so-
like,
so here-
what are you doing?
So here are just
Heavy
the
beer.
yeah,
so here are the just
tastes good, man.
the top 5 beers sold in America, and here's their market share.
By volume.
Just by volume, just by market share, and how much beer they make to meet demand. Michelob Ultra has just under 5% of the market. That's number 5.
I just had one of
four-
them. I'm going to go have another one right now.
Number 4 is Budweiser, Bud Heavy, at 5.14% of the market share. Number 3 is Miller Lite at 6%. Number 2 is Coors Light at 6.82%. Number 1 is Bud Light at 13.24% of the market.
I really don't.
Double number
I don't know
2.
anybody who drinks Miller Lite. So to hear that it's number 2,
I like my Miller Lite.
really, I've never
Yeah.
seen anybody get one.
So like I like
If I
you
go
know,
out to a
being in
restaurant,
the,
I will get Miller Lite to drink.
so like being in the position that I am at work, like I've come to understand that like you think about sporting events too. Think about going to a baseball game. The amount of guys walking around the stadium with that giant ass cooler. They're always getting Bud Light. They're getting something that, you know, is very light, and most of the time it is Bud Light. And that, and also, like you said, 13% of the market, they're filling up baseball stadiums with that stuff.
Oh yeah,
Football.
I mean, when you
stadiums,
look at
soccer
when you look at the market in terms of what domestic beer does,
Yeah.
in terms of its sales, it's freaking ridiculous what what beer is sold. I mean, you look at the amount of money, and it's
That should have been my
$90
house.
billion. $90 billion.
Idiot.
So, and just think how much of that goes to Bud Light when they have 13% of the share. How many
Doubled
billions
number
of dollars?
two.
And
Doubled.
the gallons that they create.
Not even just in the bottles, on draft. The amount
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
just the kegs in those stadiums as
actually,
well.
CJ. I think you're right in terms of
Learning about just numbers and stuff. Like I see how like at those types of stadiums, the amount of beer that is sold at those places is unreal.
Okay, so I don't know how much is in a barrel.
16 gallons.
16 gallons is a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Bud Light shipped in 2019 27.2 million barrels of Bud Light.
Now look at the next closest
And
one.
that is still down 7.3% from 2018.
And you know why?
I'm surprised
Because
that
of-
it was
Mexican
down
beers,
because of the
Mexican
pandemic.
beers.
well,
and
no, the
IPAs and
pandemic,
all
the
that.
bars weren't open.
Yeah, the bars
that's
weren't
true.
open.
So you're
Okay,
not
so
selling.
It's not like a speakeasy where we're like, I need my shit, man.
Well, I was
You got
thinking from
stuff.
you're right, the bars were closed, but I was thinking from the perspective of how many more people were just drinking at their homes. So I guess
Yeah, but because when you're talking about 16 gallons at a time.
So,
Yeah,
so
you're
like I
right.
said, so 27.2 million barrels for Bud Light.
giving her all she's
Number
got,
two,
Captain.
This is it. This is the kicker. Watch.
number two is Coors Light at 14 million barrels.
wow.
So
Again, it's still
almost
doubled.
double.
It's
Almost
doubled.
Oh.
Now I don't know anybody that drinks and likes Coors Light. If you do, I think you got to screw loose.
Hey, shout out Nick Craig, the only guy.
It tastes
I know
like
who
Uncle
it tastes
Jimmy,
like
I know
the
you're
can.
out
It
there.
tastes like the can.
Uncle Jimmy, I know you're out there. Seriously, why are you in my bloodline? Why are you here for? Anyway,
No, I'm good.
anyway, let's move on to the main event. Let's move on to the main event of the show. This is the uniform tier list
Okay.
for the NFL. Now,
Lucas
this
is getting his phone already. He's just like, I got my hot takes. I'm
I
ready to
do.
roast somebody.
Anyway, so this is a big thing. I have 3 coaches in the room, and then there's me. And
And then the equipment guy, the
I
guy
am an
that deals
equipment.
with this.
I am an equipment guy, so I deal with a lot of these uniforms as well. So especially Nike
You were.
uniforms. I've
You
dealt
were.
with Nike uniforms myself. So when I look at these, I have to say this: visually, a lot of them I like. Some of them I go, "How are you an NFL franchise and you're going to have this as your, the face?" Anyway, I go. I'll say this. This is all just for fun. I'll say this right now. But if you hear any yelling, don't worry. Okay, so for the tiers, I got 4 of them for you guys today. We got badass.
I like that.
These are the top of the line.
Elite badass. That's what it
These
should
are
be.
the top of the line. By the way, NFL, they're sponsored by Nike with their brand deal with Nike uniforms. So, top of the line. Really good. Average. Why? Why is that your uniform? Now, anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's start off with the Arizona Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with average on
I'm
the
gonna
Arizona
go
Cardinals.
with average as well.
I feel like you can't go wrong with the red and white color scheme, but they don't have any pizzazz to their.
There's no pizzazz to that
so
uniform.
it's gonna be an average.
Average.
uniform.
It's not a Y. It's certainly not a Y. It's not really, really
classic.
good, but it does. It has the great thing about it is their color scheme hasn't changed.
Also,
Right.
I'm not a big fan of bright red.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not a big fan of
But that's what it's
red.
supposed to be, cardinal red.
I
You
know,
what I mean?
but I'm saying like that's just for me. I'm like bright red is like it does with white. It doesn't really. Fit
I would just
with
say
me.
it's your average because they've always had the white helmet and the red on white or double red. It's
But
just
I would like a
it-
red helmet
but it's-
more than a white.
Sure,
helmet.
but it's your average classic look. No, it's not bad. It's not good.
Or
It's just
white pants. If they had white pants with their red jersey, I go for that all day. I go with the white pants with red jersey, but I don't like the red red.
It's average. It's average.
Okay, Atlanta Falcons.
I'm gonna go with Y on this.
Yeah, we're already starting off, as you see.
I just don't think that red and black. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because of where I graduated high school from, but I think the red and black color scheme has a lot of potential, and I don't think Atlanta
Oh,
hits
yeah.
the mark with
Okay.
it.
Okay, so let me
I
let
don't
me
think
just
they
throw
do.
this in there just before. Okay, so the pictures that we have on here are all their base close to home uniform,
Yeah.
right? We're talking about everything. Away, the
Yeah.
white, the pants, the helmet,
The
color
alternate,
rush, the whole
the
nine.
color
It's
rush,
just like,
everything
okay,
about their
everything,
uniform.
Yeah, I would have to say
everything that their
why.
uniform
What?
set
Yeah.
has.
No,
I think the
you
Falcons-
are not saying
I
that.
would
The
say-
Falcons are somewhere between 30th and 32nd in the league in terms of uniform design.
No, the
in my
only
opinion.
thing that puts them down to really good from badass is the ATL for me.
Nope.
I don't like
I think
the
they're
ATL.
all
But I
bad.
like that.
Dude,
I say really good.
so
They're
how?
all
I
bad.
say really good.
You like the ATL?
No, he
I don't
doesn't
like any. I don't like any of them. Really.
Okay,
I was
well,
looking at the Falcons
now-
uniforms today, and there was
Yeah,
not one.
yeah,
I
but
was
when
like,
you go back to the days of Andre Bad Moon Rising and some of the original, or no, I won't say original, but some of the really back in the '90s levels, their black uniforms were really nice.
I agree with that.
I like
I
that.
just don't like their uniforms.
The current one now.
The throwback Atlanta Falcons uniforms, all black. Those were very cool, very
Yeah.
badass. But
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a badass. It's not bad. But I'm like Lucas. I like the red and black myself. I do like it. I'm
I'll say
not
back in the Michael Vick days, I like their red and
yeah.
black.
I'm not
ones.
cool. I'm not sold on the ATL on the front.
Oh no, that's why I said like, but I still like the drop effect. That's what I like. I like the gradient effect.
So the black into the red, or is it the red into the black?
It's the red into the black. Is what they
I
are.
dig that. I don't know why.
That's
I
what
think,
I'm saying. Is like that's
I think
what
with
their
red,
colors
black,
are.
and white, you can do that, and I think they do a pretty good job. Now,
And then also the
ATL,
silver face mask along with their helmet as well.
Yeah,
It
I
matches with everything.
Yeah,
that
it
goes
does
on.
blend well.
oh my god,
I like.
I will drug your
Silver-
Titans into the ground on
silver
their color
face mask?
scheme. Okay.
Yeah, I like the helmet scheme.
it's matte black. Now the silver, it's hit or miss for me personally.
You don't like that? You don't like that?
I don't see.
Nope.
like, It's just
I
like
really
you
don't.
have red, black, and white, and then you have a silver face mask. I just don't get it.
So what's the
Okay.
consensus on this?
There's everybody's on the same page, kind of, except for you.
I'm either saying really good or average.
Sounds like they're average. See that, CJ?
Yeah, I'm thinking average. For me,
guys suck.
I'm not saying it's awful, but I really like
There's
it.
no like really big flash that just goes like, dude, they just look tough.
All right, Baltimore.
As much as I hate the Baltimore
Oh,
Ravens,
I'm
I think
putting-
they have really good uniforms.
I
I'm
would say
putting-
really good.
Also, the Baltimore Ravens also have uniforms that have literally hand warmers in them. They literally have.
I think
their
everybody
white
has.
Dude, when they
uniforms,
go all black,
they're
they
all
look
black,
yeah.
and also
tough
their white
they
uniforms
go all
literally
black.
have sleeves in them for Lamar to rest his hand.
I just think black, purple,
Whenever
and
they're
white
cold.
is a good color mixture. It's just really good.
For me, I'm not sold on the logo itself. I'm not sold on the Raven logo. I think
See, I
that
do.
there's
I like
something
it. I like it
better
too.
than
I
that.
like it.
I just think that there's something better.
Is it
from
like
that.
it's not the old school, like the original, like whatever that.
it was like a badge, yeah. I
it
know
looked
what
like
you-
a shield or something like that.
Like you don't. I mean, it's okay. I think that the biggest thing with them is that their color scheme blends really well.
Yes,
yeah.
it
All
fits.
right.
It just fits Baltimore, dull and crappy.
Buffalo.
Coach,
I'm going average, man. I don't like that they're. I don't like the orange and blue. I don't like it.
what are you staring at?
Orange.
They have orange in there, or the red, or
It's
whatever.
red,
It's
CJ.
red, yeah.
It's
It's
red,
bright red
CJ.
again. It's bright red. But like, I don't like the red uniforms.
that's-
I'm not a fan
Oh,
of
yeah.
their
Okay.
alternate
Yeah, it's not
red
bad.
uniforms.
You like their color rush reds?
No, I don't. I don't like their
Okay.
bright red uniforms.
I think there's potential there. When they go all white, they look good. Or when they go white with the blue pants, I think that's a really good look. The blue for the home jersey, for me, it's hit or miss.
That's what I'm saying. Is
It's
like
hit or
I don't
miss.
like
I-
the stripes
I think there's
on the
potential there.
sleeves either. I'm not a fan of the stripes on the sleeve either as well. I think it's average.
Because
it's
that
not
there's
wide.
you know what? Because they
potential
try to,
there,
you know,
though,
and
you know?
you'll see this with if you could see a blow up of it. If we could pull up the uniform, you'll see that the stripe across the top of the jersey, just kind of, it doesn't fall in line with the stripe on the pants. I mean, they're the same kind of stripe,
Yeah,
but they
like,
just
I
don't.
don't like that.
Yeah, but you got to
Yeah.
see it with the pants. You got to see it with the pants.
So go blue and white. So go here.
Or just type Bills uniform 2020 and you'll
Here,
see
like,
it.
like you,
You
have
see how
this-
that? You see
Yeah.
how that doesn't blend at all to me?
Yeah, I don't like how.
And even when they wear all blue, it stands out even more to me. So if you go Bills uniform 2020, you'll see it. You'll see that
See,
combo.
but when they go all white or white on blue, I don't know. I like that look. The all
Yeah,
white,
that's fine
especially
with
the all
those colors,
white, is
but,
nice.
But with the blue with the white stripe, I don't like that.
I'll say the blue
I think
on
they're
white.
average.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Is like
Yeah,
it's
nothing
not
stand out.
why.
but there's potential.
But they're not
like they
wowing
could be
you.
really good,
Yeah.
but they're just.
I'm not gonna lie. I like their all reds. That's just me. But I think it. But that
I like the all
stinking
red.
stripe. That stripe.
I
On
like
there,
the all
I'm not a big stripes guy on a uniform.
Carolina Panthers.
Badass. It's
I
a
say
badass
really
uniform.
good.
I don't like
They're
their
not
powder
quite there
blues.
yet.
I don't like their powder blues.
They
I
have
love their
s-
dark blue.
See, I
ones.
love
best
the powder
color rush
blue.
in the NFL.
I love their powder blue. I like the black. I like dark blue on them.
Better
No.
than your Steelers, yes.
And I think
No.
the Panthers have one of the best,
The best-
logos in the NFL.
No,
Yes.
I'll tell you who have the best color rush later, but I think that I'd say that they're really good, but I still don't like how.
They're out of date, in my opinion.
Is
Their
it almost like
uniforms
it's almost
are
like a
also-
teal?
I'll
It's
tell
too
you
much of a
this.
teal. It's not a blue. It's almost like a teal to it.
It's not like the Chargers powdered blue.
I'll
it's
also
like
tell
a
you
teal.
this: there are two
No.
teams in the NFL that have not transferred their jerseys over into the universal Nike style of uniforms that have
Right.
come out now, and that's the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. They're the two teams that, if you look at the difference here, I'll pull up their unis.
Like I don't know why.
I like it. It's not
have a
over the
great-
top.
yeah.
I think when you look at their black uni, now that's another thing altogether. That's another great combo. I love the logo though.
I
That-
love the
that
white
Panthers
on white
logo.
and the black on black. But
See,
the minute you
I'm not
get
a,
that's-
no, I'm not a fan of these old Nikes though, because they're not like, if you can here, I'll show you a difference.
I love the black on black. I love the teal. I love their color rush and their
my
white on white. But they wear black on gray too much. I know that's the standard uniform, but I just don't like that. Like that doesn't fit what a Panther is. Panthers are freaking all black and they're
We'll get to your Steelers.
It's not-
No, I'm
uniform, CJ.
comparing-
It's not an independent.
No,
oh
I'm
my God.
comparing. But like you see how it's
fucking ugly
different.
uniform.
It's different in the middle, as where you would get here. This is more of like a mesh style of uniform. It's not the same, and I don't like that. I don't like how it's
Yeah.
down below.
Well,
it's
you know
more
how
mesh.
Nike made the collars on the shirts all uniquely. Like when you look at, well, we'll get to them is the Saints.
But they have
when
the
you look
same
at theirs, they look like they have
uniforms as the
fucking
Green Bay
lapel on their
Packers.
jersey, and I don't like that at all.
They're
But
all-
it's I would say it's not a great uniform, but
But
it's
it's
not
really good.
It's I think it's a little above average.
See,
I would say it's
they're-
really
they-
good.
They don't have the same. It's like it's mesh all the way down. Whereas with the other uniforms, it's like it's actually stronger. It's
Right.
actually fucking tougher. But
Right.
see, it's actually tougher up here, and then it's mesh on the very bottom. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that. I do not like that.
So where are we putting them?
really good.
I'm liking really good, especially the black and the gray. I really like that.
I think they're badass, but I'm okay with really good.
They're right there but
okay.
not quite there.
I hate to do this, Coach, but
But-
the Chicago Bears are Y for me.
oh my God.
They are
Okay.
Y. For
I
me.
don't
What?
know. I don't know how you can do that, but
What?
They
I,
are.
I-
They are so bland. There is
Well,
nothing.
yeah,
going
that's the
on
thing
there
is that
for
the
me.
Bears have not had a great legacy of uniforms. I
Yeah.
mean, going back many years, I'd say they're an average uniform at
I
best.
agree.
Okay, I'll go with that.
but here's
I'll go
the
with
thing.
I
that.
might be in the minority.
but here's-
I think they're really good. I
But
don't
it's
know why.
just a
There's
classy.
something
It's a
about it.
classy
It's
look, but
classic,
and I
and
think
like
I
that.
think the thing that gets it is that the navy is so dark that it blends with the orange really well, and the white blends in really nice.
Yeah.
I I'm not wowed by their uniform. I love their throwbacks way more than I like.
That's fine, but like their purple, I mean their blue home jerseys, I go, there is nothing going on there for me.
See,
It's
but
very
I
Yeah,
like
but that's-
that. I like that. I
Yeah.
like the classic Chicago.
That's me, but I would also say there's no wow factor for it at all.
They're really.
I like
really-
the Atlanta Falcons.
I like
which
their.
I'm seeing
I'm
more.
telling you what, when they wear their orange ones, their orange jerseys and the white pants,
Okay.
that's completely
Yeah,
different
that's
now.
fine. That's
it's got a little
different.
more flair.
But I'd still put it as average. I wouldn't put it up to badass.
No, I would say really good with the orange.
They're just so boring to me.
Yeah.
the Bears.
They're not-
They're just boring. They're. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying with the classy, and I normally like traditional looks, but I just think theirs is kind of boring.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just my opinion.
but that's when you're talking about a franchise that's been since the beginning
know,
of the
I
NFL,
know,
and that
and
it's
that's-
rarely changed in that time. It is what it is. So I'm good with average.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Why?
Why?
No, they are badass.
Why?
The
Oh
color rush
my
unis, the
gosh.
color rush, the all white with the tiger stripes.
There
Are
is
you-
not an uglier uniform in sports than the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh my God!
Not
you
an
guys
uglier uniform.
I don't.
They're so
I do
ugly.
not like. I do not like the tiger stripe on the helmet. There are so many. Independence High School has a badass freaking logo. Their tiger logo is badass. How do you not put a freaking really strong badass tiger logo on your helmet? And spice the jersey a little bit. To have the stripes onto the jersey, just for me, I'm like,
I think their
golly.
only saving grace to be average is their color rush. That white on white and the black, I really like that. But that's about it. Like their traditional jersey is average at best.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never had a problem with the helmet. I kind of dig it. I kind of like the helmet. That's just me. But because I think it works for them.
Yeah, I know. Don't get me wrong. I love the colors. I love the orange and black color. I love that thing. But I just think
again,
the styling of what could be is not as strong as I'd like it. If I was that, we're gonna get to the worst one, which I'm just gonna freaking drop a major deuce on that. So, if you want to drop them into average, CJ, that's fine.
I don't
I'm
know. What's
moving them up.
consensus? What do you
They're
want?
fucking average, then I guess. But
What do you guys?
What do you
want?
say?
You say.
I think they're why.
You say why?
I'm saying why. I just
What do you have?
I have badass. I have a completely different thing than everybody else.
But what is it that gives you that
like
ranking?
I said, their all-white color rush unis are the best in the NFL.
Okay,
they
but
are.
how many times are they wearing that in a given season?
But I'm also
You know?
adding in their home jerseys as well. They're
So you
and
like
they're
the home
all
uniforms?
they're all red uniforms as well. I like better than Arizona's.
Cincinnati had an all red.
Yeah, or is it orange?
It's orange. CJ's
Okay.
colorblind.
Okay.
Okay,
It's orange.
gotcha.
They're all oranges. I love those too as well.
Yeah, it is pretty. It's a pretty good look. I'm just not a fan of the tiger stripes on the helmet. I get why it's on there.
Fine, the helmet, it's bland as shit, but the Cleveland Browns have had the same fucking helmet.
Don't
as
get me
well.
started on
They
them. Don't get
literally-
me onto those.
Okay,
fucking
we're
dudes.
on to the Cleveland Browns.
They're
Yeah,
why.
they-
They're
They're
why.
why.
They're not even close. Let's not
They're
even
why.
argue them. Why don't they just freaking put a steaming pile on the side of their helmet?
Like they
and,
literally have nothing on the side of their helmet.
And this is why I say
Their
the Bengals
logo
are average.
is their
At least they
fucking
freaking
helmet.
try. At least they try.
But like I said,
The Browns
that's the difference
don't.
between this team and this team is that they could not come up with a logo other than their helmet. That's it. That's literally all they could come up with, though.
I think what they did with their helmet is they put stripes on it. That's about it.
But here's the thing, though, is that when you're a rookie, you don't get the stripes until you make the team. So it's like, oh, yeah, because my all-orange helmet, yeah, the stripes are going to make it look better, right? No, it doesn't.
The
And then I
orange
get to put on
uniform.
those-
The orange uniform is okay in my world. When you look at their, it has a great, but I'm not a fan of the brown, the brown uniform. I'm not a big fan of because it doesn't match anything else on there.
And their color rush unis with the dark numbers, I don't know what they're trying to do there with their color rush unis either. All right. Well, we're all in agreement.
I'm going to go
that
take a
they're
whiz
wide.
just like I would on this team, so I'm going to step
All right,
away from
Dallas Cowboys.
They're average. They're just a boring uniform.
They wear
I-
one uniform all year
they
long.
don't. They don't.
They'll-
They
they'll
only
wear
wear
the
blue,
blue.
if the other team wants to wear home.
Yeah,
pretty
they'll
much.
wear the blue
white at
if
home.
they absolutely have to, or they'll plead to their deathbed, please don't make us wear this uniform.
Yeah.
That's it. There's
What
nothing,
do you think about? Because CJ, you've laundered enough uniforms like I have, and have taken care of this.
not probably enough as you have.
Not
but yeah.
as many as I have, but I've watched a lot. I would prefer a silver pants versus a white
Yeah,
pants, but I like
the silver pants. It's just.
But I
There's
like
still not nothing
Dallas's. I like Dallas's all white uni with the solid blue star on the side of the helmet. That's not a black. That's a classy look to
But
them.
it goes back to the Chicago Bears that once again
There's no wow.
They wear one uniform.
Yeah,
they
it's
wear
not a
one
wow.
jersey. That equipment guy is pissed. It's like I work for a job that literally has a white jersey. And
They
that's
wear the
it.
blue one. What do you think of the blue?
Oh, it's so ugly.
The numbers are weird on it, and I don't like how once again they wear it probably once a year. Like it's some sort of special occasion or something like that. I just don't like their uniform combo where they wear white because they're the Dallas Cowboys. I don't like how they wear it. Just
What an arrogant thing to do.
Well, I'm just
also.
saying, like-
oh, we're gonna wear white because we're the Dallas Cowboys.
yeah, it's
Fuck
kind of like
you.
that. It's kind of like that. If
But
you
your
think about
boring
it.
ass uniforms.
But the one thing that gets me is when they wear that silverish blue pant. That goes back decades. That
I know.
silver and blue paint.
I know.
But it doesn't match the helmet. It doesn't match the jersey. That silver. There it is. There's Emmett right there in his silver and blue.
Okay.
Look, you can see this right here. Just give a second, CJ, while this renders. All right, see, it's not a silver. It doesn't match the helmet. The jersey's fine, but even the coloring scheme on the jersey doesn't match anything with the helmets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't. But it's supposedly America's team.
Okay, so you have the Denver Broncos.
Why?
I don't know, man. I love their blues.
I miss the blues.
I miss the blues.
I miss the blues.
orange. I agree with
That's
you. But the
and-
blues.
But I feel like I'm only seeing the orange these days.
I would go why.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with that. But I will say though, it would move up to really good if they went back to their blues, actually. Because
Well,
yeah,
see, the orange comes with the old Denver
there's a lot
D.
of teams with orange here in the
You know what I mean?
NFL
They
for
go
some
back with the
reason.
old Denver D on there. When you take a look at this
it
picture,
would actually change.
that's
I love the old Denver D logo, and I think
See?
that would change. Yeah, I don't know. I like those. I like the orange with the Denver D more than I like
But I
the
don't-
orange that they're wearing most of the time.
I don't get how you can go from their. I just looked at their white jersey. You got a blue helmet, white, and then the main focus is blue as the secondary color, and then your home jersey is orange. I'm like, why would you not just stick to the blue?
yeah.
You won your
You
Super
know,
Bowls
even
in it.
even
for fuck's
even as
sake.
your home
And-
uniform.
and
Why do you have
blend
to
it
switch to orange? It looks like your alternate
Just think
uniform
about this.
all the
Every
time.
Super Bowl that they've lost was wearing a fucking orange jersey as their main jersey. Every
Really?
Super Bowl that they've won was when they had the blues as their main jersey. Just think about that.
So here it
think
is,
about that.
Lucas. There's their freaking old Denver D
I
right
love
there.
the Denver D.
It has the horse in it.
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
The Mile,
it has the
Mile
horse
High
in the middle.
Stadium there has
But
that.
leave it in the past. But leave it back there. You know, like their alternate uniforms are
They
good,
should.
but make
Just-
your normal home uniform.
Just
blue.
think about this. You know when they switched to the orange being their main jerseys was when Peyton joined their team.
Thanks,
Tim Tebow was the last one to wear the blue jersey as the main jersey. Coincidence? I don't know. All right, Detroit. Why?
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 Such an ugly
The
uniform.
silver numbers make me just want to fucking just. I quit my job on the spot there. I don't like and especially the blue stripe on the silver helmet. It's like imagine you're a fan up in the top of the stadium. Imagine you're a fan. It's like
But
wait,
but the grays. I like the grays. though.
but you're telling me that you can actually see the blue stripe? You can't see that shit on the helmet. You
Nah.
can't.
bland,
time when I was a
bland,
student-
boring, and just not necessary.
One time when I was a student, we had logos
Yeah,
on the
see,
side
there's
of our helmet that
nothing-
were
There's
champagne
nothing about
ice
that. I think
logos.
the whites are really
If you're
good.
up at the top of the stadium, you can't fucking see the logo. You can't see that.
There's
when you're
nothing. There's
far
no.
away.
There's zero wow factor. Their throwbacks are just a silver helmet and a blue jersey. I mean, it's nothing. There's
and that's the best they got, other
there's-
than their gray color rush jerseys. But yeah, why is there's
yeah.
nothing,
There's
nothing
no
good about 'em.
Okay.
zero wow factor there at all.
Okay, Green Bay.
Badass. I love
They're
I
average.
love the Green Bay Packers uniforms.
What do you like about it?
I love how traditional they are. I love the green and gold color scheme together. I think it's just a really good
I'm gonna go
uniform.
really good because I like tradition and I like simplicity. I'm just not a green and yellow guy.
Also,
I'm just not.
See,
This goes back-
when you look at
but
this,
it's just classic.
it is. But the
classic,
one
and I
thing
like
that throws me off with this, the one thing that throws me off, and I keep saying it, is the stripes. None of the stripes on the uniform match the way they were intended to. The colors are fine. The logo is as classy as any other old school logo, like the Steelers freaking logo, the Bears logo, the G on the helmet. That's a classic.
But
You can't improve upon
go
that.
average, man, because once again, it goes back to the Panthers. I don't like the old uniforms. I don't like how they're just not up to par with
I just think
everything
that's-
else.
I think it's
When
because
you
it's,
think of
they look like
NFL
North
history-
Dakota. They look like North Dakota State, and they're too busy whipping JMU's ass. That's what it is.
Oof.
No?
I-
CJ doesn't have much to
I'm
say
gonna-
to that
yeah.
comment.
Wait, what? No, what'd you say?
I said that you don't like them because they look too close to North Dakota State, and they're whipping freaking JMU's ass.
They've won by a total of 11 points in 3 games, okay?
Okay, but they won.
Not the first time, okay?
Okay.
But again, I like it because it's
I'm
classic.
saying-
When you
I'm-
think
I'm-
of NFL history,
Yeah, but that's not
you
where
can
they
go back to
that's
the
not where they
freaking-
started.
to the Green
The
Bay
Acme Packers
I'm
did not
saying.
start like that. They were brown and blue. So in terms of their
And
classic,
those
going back-
uniforms are why. Those old uniforms.
But I'm with Lucas. I think they're really, really good. Bordering on the
really good.
badassdom. I think they're really good. They do. They have a.
I'll put them in really good. I'm not putting them in badass. I'm not on that line with badass at all.
Lucas.
Love them.
He loves them, but
Houston Texans.
I love the logo.
I like the logo.
I think they're why.
Really?
They have no.
No tradition,
They've-
maybe.
There's no, well, I mean,
They're a
I'm
young
not going to
team,
knock
though,
them.
you
I'm
know?
not going to knock them for
They're
being
not even
a young
20 years old.
franchise.
This might be their
Yeah.
20th season.
It's just there's no colors that pop out to me.
I'm gonna
it's
go
just
average.
a dark, boring color with a boring logo. I think
See,
they're
I like
why.
the logo. I like it.
I like the logo.
I think the logo's kind of cool. But
I would say average.
here's their
Nothing
new. Here's their
flashy,
new
nothing-
look. Here's their new look. There, Lucas.
The Texans.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen these. Hold on. Let me,
This is the 2020.
Ah.
I don't like this whole freaking swoopy thing on the leg, but
okay. The new Houston Texans uniform are so fucking ugly that
Wait,
they're
there's
even
a new
more,
one?
That they're
They
even
might
more of
be
a why.
why.
wait, let me see. What is
They might be why
this
if
was
that's accurate.
the new Texans
Folks at
uniform.
home, do yourself a favor. Google
real?
the new Houston Texans
There's
uniforms.
no way those are real.
They're
It
so
says
ugly.
new.
There's no way that's real.
I hope it's not real.
That literally. Oh
I don't
my
think that's
god! What
real.
is the movie? What is the movie?
The replacements.
It looks like The Replacements. That's right. Yeah, that is awful.
If those are real, then that's a
No, you know
lie.
what they look like? They look like in the national championship of the Water Boy, the team that that Bobby Boucher is going up against. The white uniforms literally look like that team that they are going up
Wait, what
against.
happened?
Oh my god.
Then
It's not there.
Why?
then
Yeah.
why?
I'm in agreement with you. I could
Then
care
why?
less for the
Why would
Houston
you
Texans
do
at this
that?
point right now.
They're
I,
gonna-
I
they're
do
gonna
like the logo.
suck
I like the
anyway.
logo, but they're going to be awful.
They're gonna be suckhole.
What's their new they're changing their logo?
No, I just like the logo. I
Oh.
just said that the
Oh,
logo. Yeah.
okay. Indianapolis.
BA?
I love the old logo. I wish they would have never gotten rid of it. With that being
BA.
said, they're an average uniform. Just blue and white. I mean, it's not ugly, but it's not
I
great.
like that though. BA.
I'm with Pat. I think that their new uniforms, especially their new ones that they updated their uniforms this past season, are better than what they had in the past as well.
You don't like that?
The blue on blue and the white helmet. Everything matches up.
I mean, it's average. I don't hate it. It's just
Right. It's
It doesn't stand out to me.
The stripes match.
yeah. The stripes are matching.
You've been saying about the stripes.
They
The
do
stripes
that, and
match.
I hate having stripes on a jersey. I prefer a colored panel there. And that's just me because I've had to repair a number of things, and especially when they don't match, I don't like that. In the badass category, if you want to put him up there, I won't shy away. I love the
I'll
Colts
put it
classy
really
look.
good. It
I
seems
like really
we're
good,
only going to have one or two in the badass.
but that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. All right, you got Jacksonville.
Why?
Dude, why did they no, like their entire franchise has been why. The only jersey that in my opinion has been like average or really good is their black one. That's
Yep.
been their
Yeah.
only one. Other
Yeah.
than that old helmet that they had a couple years ago,
The fade one.
the one
blue-
with the gold on it,
Yeah.
the one with the gold and the black fade.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? I mean seriously. And they went to a championship game with that thing. And now they went back to this ever since. Oh my God. Get the hell out of here. What is that color combination? Especially with the white pants. Like, what is that? I do not like that at all. Kansas City.
Really good.
really good.
I like
Really,
the Chiefs
I can
uniforms a
agree.
lot.
Really good.
Simple,
agree.
but
When they wear their all white, I like them. I do like the red numbers on the white jersey especially. They stick out.
I got no qualms. It's a classy uniform. That
Really
red and
good.
white is
It's
a
not
great combo.
badass like
Really
the
good.
next
No,
uniform.
it's really not. It's not.
It's not badass like the next uniform.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got Los Angeles Chargers.
BA.
One of the best uniforms.
Probably
in
the best
When
NFL.
they
uniform in the
changed, when they
NFL.
went to LA,
when they officially went to the Powder Blues,
when they went to LA and finally said these are going to be our main uniforms now, it just made it badass
Yep.
completely all around. 100% Los Angeles Chargers. And especially
and you know why? And one of the things that does something unique to them is look at their color combos. There isn't a bad one there. They got the old retro back here. They got a little flashy. I'm not sure I like this too much. But look at the combos in between with the powder blues. Look at that.
Oh yeah, they're great uniforms.
Yeah.
It just has such a classy look to it.
Okay, the Los Angeles Rams.
Badass. This is the best uniform in the NFL, in my opinion.
I'm going to go.
Where the helmet doesn't match any other color?
The helmet. You don't think that helmet matches?
No, the helmet doesn't match. The original Rams with the blue and gold.
No, I'm talking about the current Rams
the
uniforms
brand new
are the
Rams
best
uniform.
uniform
All
in
right,
the
so
NFL.
I'm gonna pull them up.
CJ looks like he disagrees.
He looks like he just has a headache right there, like the beer got to him.
CJ, did the beer get to you?
You know, that's not all that bad. You see the freaking fade in the numbers too, from the yellow into the white.
I might have to agree with Lucas here.
Thank you. I think they're the best uniform in the NFL.
I don't know about that, but I think they're definitely strong.
Well,
They're
not about
definitely-
the best.
They're
but
really
BA,
good.
Yes,
They're really
the Chargers are the best in my opinion.
They're really good.
Hands down.
I like it. They finally got away from that blue helmet and white horn that didn't match anything else on their uni. But this isn't too bad. I like the color fade and the numbers. See the numbers change from gold to white and fade down.
CJ, what are your thoughts?
No, my opinion doesn't matter. there.
This is the one right here. This is my one right here.
I can see a real level of anger in your opinion. of that.
Discontent, I say.
Whatever.
No, my opinion doesn't even matter.
It doesn't apparently. The numbers look like fucking cartoons, but that doesn't matter apparently. Oakland Raiders.
Badass.
The Las Vegas Raiders have the third best uniform in the. Excuse me, not the third. The second best uniform in the NFL.
I
They're
think.
badass.
I think that the Raiders
Classic.
have a classy,
Classic.
badass uniform. Period.
I love the skull with the shield on the top.
Yeah.
I've always loved. I mean,
Classic.
the cross shield that they've had always. I've always
Classic.
loved them.
Look at
Especially-
that. Is there really
It's
anything?
3 in a row. We've put in the badass.
Is there?
But they're
I
all
don't mean-
deserving of it. They're all freaking good. They're all really
It's
good.
debatable, but
I'm not ready to throw the Rams in. I don't know about you. Know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Miami Dolphins.
Really good, but I think their logo that they had in 2006 and that uniform combination was badass. But I think now
I'm gonna
they're
go
just really
average.
good.
Average.
I'll go really good. I like the Dolphins now.
I
Instead
like
of,
the old uniforms better.
Oh yeah.
So-
I just think that there's
I'd
Like
go
when
average.
Saban was there, I thought
When
they had a
Saban was
sweet
there, I
uniform.
thought they were good.
I think
but
they
now
just-
it's kind of just.
yeah.
I like their throwbacks though. When they wear their throwbacks, I like it.
Yeah, I think they have the perfect combination of color offset by white.
Yes.
And I think that's a good uniform. I really do. I think it's a really good uniform, but I'm not it's definitely above average. It's not an average uniform. Because it's unique too when you think about it.
Right.
Minnesota Vikings.
Average. And I love the color purple probably more than anyone, but it's just it's too much
Average.
purple. They don't mix it up enough.
Do you
Average.
I don't see anything. There's no wow factor in that uniform. As classy as it is, and it is a classic. I mean, you go back to the days of freaking the 70s when Fran Tarkenton was freaking running around throwing passes out there, the scrambler, as you will. There's no change. There hasn't been much to it. It's purple and gold, and that's it. There's nothing to it. There's no wow factor.
New England Patriots.
Their uniforms before they made the change the year, I guess last year, I honestly thought they were top tier. And I now think
Average.
these new uniforms are why. I think they're
I can agree
so
with that,
ugly.
too. I think
If you
Their
go
new
back to
uniforms
the
are
classic New England Patriots with the freaking guy snapping the ball.
Oh, that's even the best. So basically, every uniform upgrade, I'm putting that in quotes, that they've made over time has just made it worse.
I mean-
but I did like the one like when Brady was still a Patriot. I liked that uniform.
yeah,
It's just
why they tried to make it too classic and it just doesn't work.
New Orleans Saints.
Average.
I don't know how you can spice that up. They're all blacks are pretty good, but when the NFL created that, when you pull up that picture and you pull that up, CJ, of the Patriots uniform, the Nike uniform I'm sorry, not the Patriots, but the Saints, that made it look like that their players had a lapel on their jersey. I'm like, what the hell is this? It just looked like.
I'm not a fan of the gold numbers either on there as well.
Yeah.
Especially with
Because it doesn't match their gold helmet.
No, it's a completely different gold. It's not even the same.
Yeah.
It's not even. This is
Yeah, it
like
doesn't
this is
match.
like beige,
Right.
And then this is just gold, actually.
Right. You got old gold and you got freaking Call of Duty gold.
Right.
And it just doesn't match.
All right. New York Giants.
Badass. I love the New York Giants logo.
I don't
It's
like their away
traditional,
jerseys.
and I
I
think
don't
that
like-
blue and white just. I like
think
that.
they're
I
really
like that
good.
shade of blue and the way it mixes with
Their
the white.
home jerseys,
Yeah.
yes. Their away jerseys, not a chance.
I love them in all white.
Not a chance.
And that's
I think
terrible
they're
to
really
say.
good. I don't see them up there with the Chargers.
I don't see them up
I would
with the
say
Chargers.
really good just because if they had a good away uniform, yes. But their away uniform gets in the way for me. I would say really good.
What happened? CJ's heading
The Jets are so bad.
The Jets.
He
I think I might have said
Wow.
that
He created a
I
fifth-
believe I said one of the Ys was the worst uniform in all of sports, but it's actually no. I said the Bengals was the worst uniform in all of sports. They're the second worst actually because the Jets have the worst uniform in all of sports.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
there's
created a fifth row here.
you know
Just wow.
the tinkering of green doesn't seem to work very well.
And their logo is just Jets. It's so ugly.
I love the football Jets. Like when they had the football with the Jets in the
Yeah,
middle
yeah.
on their helmet, their white helmet. But this, I go,
And then when
This
they
is-
when they
this is not
created
good.
that,
This
remember when
just
they
is not
created
good.
the chrome kind of green?
Yeah, it's-
I'm like, what are you doing?
the midnight green.
It's
That's what that
so-
reminds me of. It
midnight
just
green.
it reminds you of when the Jets have never been really good in a long time.
Super Bowl
that
3, baby.
but that just reminds you of bad times.
Hank Schramm.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
yeah.
just
No, he
dark,
was with the
dark bad times.
Hank Schramm was with the Chiefs,
Philly
right?
Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles.
They're average.
Average.
yeah,
Nothing
that
stands out.
It's kind of like an oddball green. It's not exactly green. It's like a pewter
considered
green.
It's considered midnight green,
Okay.
but average. Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Average. Nothing stands out to me about it.
Yeah, but it
I like the tradition.
I like the
but it's
colors, though.
average to me.
But
I'm gonna
it's-
go really
it's the
good.
It's the same thing with
I'm
Green
saying
Bay,
really
though. They
good.
literally have the same color scheme as Green Bay.
just backwards.
It's just
yeah.
backwards.
Or
That's literally
black instead of green.
I'm putting it at really good because they're the same two fucking teams. Their jerseys are exactly the
Well,
same.
the Packers are green and gold.
and the Steelers are black and gold. But they have
I
the
don't
same
know. The
stripes
stylings
on
are the
the
same.
side as well.
I'll tell you this: if you go back and you look at the classic nature of a team, Pittsburgh's got to be. They got to be up there in the really good category, just because they're unique. I mean, nobody has a uniform like that. Nobody does, right? I don't see them. What else are you supposed to do with that color scheme and a logo? What else are you supposed to do?
And they've never changed their helmet either.
Right,
It's
they've
all-
never
same
changed
thing
it.
with the Packers. Like I'm
Well,
going-
now the Packers had a brown helmet at one time.
Okay, but I'm saying like
They
they
had brown.
still on one side it's the Steeler logo, on the other one it's nothing. It's been the black and gold,
No, down on the bottom, cream nails.
and they've been the same ever since. Like they haven't changed anything. And we've said that about the Packers. We've said that about the Chiefs. We've said that about. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the Bears. I just don't.
Right.
think
Well,
their
that's why the
color
Bears
scheme-
are an average scheme. I think the Steelers are a little bit above average when it comes to that. If you're going to rate the Bears as average, you have to rate the Steelers as above that.
And
Because
also-
and there isn't any other black and gold, true black and gold
the whole
combination.
the whole city of Pittsburgh is black and gold. The
Right.
whole city, all their professional sports teams are. All right, San Francisco 49ers.
Average.
I think they're really good.
I think they're average.
I love the tradition.
I don't like their.
I like their home.
and I like
don't
the
like
color
their away.
scheme.
It's kind of like
I don't like the gold helmet. It doesn't mesh with me. With the
See,
gold
I
helmet.
do,
But it's supposed to be the 49ers, the Gold Rush.
but that's my thing. Is that the home jerseys, the gold, the red. You can go gold or white, doesn't matter, and it just looks clean. But you go gold, white, and gold, and I don't know. That just, to me personally, that just looks okay.
How do you not like that?
I love that.
See, I think
Okay at best.
I think they're
you know,
really good.
I don't know how you.
I would
don't
say
like
now
that.
that look right there, the red looks
see.
really good. The red
Let me
would
see,
make
'cause
it
I'm
really
looking at
good.
the white. I'm looking at their white jersey.
See, I don't know
The
how you.
Okay, yeah.
white,
Okay, that's
the
fine
white,
with me.
no.
Can you see it? Okay,
I'll
Is
say
there
the
a glare?
gold,
Yeah, that's fine.
the red, and the gold, really good. If not BA, but the white gets me every
The
time.
white gets me.
Well,
white
you got to
gets
have
me.
that. They're every NFL team has to have
if
some
you-
form
but
of white.
what-
It
now,
has to.
And I just want to hear your opinion on this. What if they went gold, white, and red?
I don't know that you would get that. But see, when you look at Jimmy G like this is not a good look for me. This shaded color, this is not a good look for me. I don't like that. I don't think that's.
Yeah, I'm actually going to change. Looking at that uniform, that's definitely an average. Their road uniform
There's
isn't
nothing.
good. Yeah.
There's nothing special about that
Like
uniform.
2/3 of their uniform is average.
There's
the
just
only
not.
good one is their home.
Is their home uniform, right?
Let me see if I can grab another one here real quick. But I don't see them. See, this goes back to the gold, red, gold. Here's another one. Here's a good one. See, there's nothing. There's nothing that pops with that. There's nothing that stands out.
Yeah, it just
on
seems
the
like
white. You know what I mean? The red carries everything.
Yeah.
So if you went gold, red, gold, yeah, that's pretty good. You throw the white jersey in there, and the uni falls apart. In my mind, it does.
yes.
And as a freaking guy
because
who's
the helmet
laundered
is
a
smooth.
shit ton of uniforms,
I think
don't like that.
the white or the gold pants is smooth, but then the jersey makes all the difference.
Yeah, but the best part is that the gold of the pants matches the gold of the helmet, and you don't get that with other teams. Sometimes, especially with like the Saints, you don't get that shit.
Okay,
So,
Seattle Seahawks.
They're Y to me.
uh,
They're not far off from the Jets, in my opinion. They're pretty bad.
I didn't agree with that.
They're really bad.
I think they're just.
I'm not a huge
I'm
fan
not a
of that
big fan
whole.
of them.
I
I like the
don't-
logo, but the execution on the uniform itself.
I like the helmet only,
yes,
where they throw in what looks like a carbon fiber stripe down the middle, but when you throw out their blue and the green, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't see it.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
so ugly.
Yeah,
I love the white and blue. The left one. I love their away jerseys.
yeah, I like their away jerseys, but again, it's just like. But again, if we go by the same judgment as the 49ers, this is like, okay, average.
That
And
all
why?
blue is like, what are you doing?
And why? You know,
Yeah.
I would say
it's a taste thing.
average
I
at
don't know.
That
That
at
whole
best.
green, their color rush uniforms, it only stands out because it's kind of cool and unique. I don't know. For me, I don't get them at all.
I'll put them at Y. I just like their whites. I would put them up at average. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
BA.
Their new ones are bad.
Their new ones are BA.
Their new ones are average at best, boys.
When they went,
They look so
Average
smooth,
at
though.
best.
It's so
No,
smooth, though.
it's-
They went
When
back
they
to a
went
classic
back to
look and
their
they made it work.
classic-
Now, of course, when you see Tom Brady in it, very handsome guy, but at the same time, like, if he was wearing,
It's here. It is.
If he was wearing like
here
a
it is,
Patriots
CJ.
uniform,
CJ, I got it.
The white on white, crisp.
come on.
The pewter. Is it the pewter?
I don't know what that means, to be honest.
Pewter is the metal color.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know. I think it's an average uniform. I'm not.
I think they
don't-
went pewter because Pirates and Buccaneers use blunderbuss guns and shit, and they were all pewter in color.
Maybe I don't. I'm not saying I hate it. I just think it's an average.
think
Now
they
let's
just-
throw
I think
back.
they
Let's
make it
throw
look.
back to
I think they make
the
it
orange
look.
creamsicles.
I like those more than those. I like. I'm not
This
a
guy
hater.
fucking sucks. This guy fucking.
I'm not a hater
CJ,
of creamsicles.
CJ, I'm not sure you're gonna want to live with Lucas.
God,
I'm
you're
not a-
paying 90% of the rent.
I'm not. I'm not a hater of the creamsicles.
Hey, there it is. There's the creamsicles.
Oh. No.
Those are
on.
awesome.
What?
The creamsicles are so cool. Like, how do you not like that?
The creamsicles are,
Because it literally looks like diarrhea.
and it's
looks
So
like
your
vomit.
your diarrhea looks like that.
It looks like
You need to
vomit.
go see
all
a
I
doctor.
know is this: is that
Beautiful color.
this color scheme is tantamount to losing, because what were they 2 and 30 when they wore these uniforms? They weren't very good when they wore
They
them.
looked good while doing it. At least. I mean,
So the new one is,
Coach, what do you think?
I don't know. He showed me his ass.
He's
I
agree-
was talking to you. I was talking to you, Coach.
Oh,
Not
me?
the cat
Not the
coach.
cat coach.
Do you like the all whites with the red on it?
not really.
You don't like the all white?
Dude, I hate this guy. I really do.
You do not. You do not like this uniform.
It's okay. It's not the worst road uniform. It's certainly not the best.
Yeah.
Coach.
Okay. Do you like? Are you saying average or that's not a Y?
No,
It can't be-
I never said it was a
it can't
Y.
be
It's
a
an
Y.
average.
I'm-
I've been saying average. This whole
I
time.
think they're really good. I do not see them in the classic vein of the Raiders. So I'm saying I'll take really good to average.
I see you, Coach.
Look at him.
I know. He just wants some love, Coach.
Oh, there goes
Oh,
that.
look at you, asshole.
All right, Tennessee, the Titans.
They're
Boo!
really,
Boo!
they're a really good. It's a really good uniform. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's badass, but I think it's a really good uniform.
I love
their colors.
the all blues in my mind. You can't. I think outside of the number style, I like. I'm not sold on the number style, but I,
wish
love the
they
all
would have
blue.
gone with.
Does
like
he have a
the-
hairball? Oh, it's Luna?
I wish they would have
Maybe she
gone
has
with a
a hairball.
powder blue number. What do you think of that? They
Okay,
went with
just
the
to
powder blue
push
number
a little
on the
bit
whole
more.
uniform.
And you know the powder blue had to come from freaking the Houston Oilers.
I
Right.
put him at.
So
I don't like the silver on the top here. I don't like that.
no,
silver.
that's not a great
And with the
looking
blue
away.
as well, I don't like that. If it was white, I would like that a lot more.
Look at the one. Look at the fourth one over on the top, right there. See, I really like that.
I
think
don't like the silver stripe though. I don't like the. If it was like all blue, I would like it more.
Yeah,
I'm doing really good.
Wow, they're really good. I think
It's
so.
hard to screw that color
I kind of
palette
like
up.
this more. I like the blue stripe.
I thought the white helmet wasn't a good look though.
Really?
It didn't match with the. It just didn't feel like it meshed with the rest.
I like the helmet itself. I thought the uniforms could have used a little bit of.
and
updating.
to me, I think it's a flashy with the numbers, the way the numbers are made. You know what I mean? But that's supposed to blend with the logo. You know that Titan sword kind of thing. I get that, but it just
I'm in
I would,
agreement.
I would
agreement that
probably
I
like a little.
them. I'm just. I don't like some of their aspects, but I don't think that they're average enough.
How about what is this? What is this new Titans uniform? Is this a throwback? For
no,
this
that's
year?
not real. No, that's
The
not.
It says
I
Titans-
wish they'd wear an Oilers
It,
throwback.
it is. It looks like one.
They're
That's not real.
I don't think
There's
they're
no way
allowed.
that's
They're not allowed to wear different helmets. I thought you were allowed to.
No,
wear
it's
one
not
helmet.
a different helmet. It's the same helmet. It's just a different color scheme.
All right. Then we have the WFT.
That's not
Washington
real?
Football Team.
Average at best, if not wide.
Probably average or
Okay.
wide. Oh my god.
The colors are
Is this
good.
guy
I
about
like the
to say
colors.
something that he likes them or they're really good.
I think they're really good. I love the burgundy.
Okay,
gold.
if we went to the Redskins with the old logo,
football team, sir.
I said if
He
we went
said,
with
sir.
the Redskins, I would say really good. But because of the transition that the team is going with,
I like the
average.
I like the
At
numbers
best.
on the helmets. I really do like that.
I don't.
And obviously,
Because it
it'll
has
be
no
interesting
identity.
to see.
It has zero identity with what.
But
that
what about
team
when
is.
Bama does it?
But they've always been that way.
See, to me,
They've always been that way.
This is a really good. I'm sorry. Sorry,
good.
Lucas. This is a really good look.
Oh,
I think it
yeah.
is. I think it's a really
And that's
good look.
why I say it's average.
that can go in the fucking trash.
Yeah, that's not really good.
That can
That
go in
is
the
not a
trash to
good
me.
look.
That's not good look.
I think their old look.
Are they?
With the
I don't
old
think they're wearing
logo,
that this year though.
But it's
so
still
look at this one. This is
uniforms, and then
definitely Washington.
The white on white is a good look, but again, that helmet gets me because it has no identity, and they know
Well,
it.
they don't really have
that's-
one.
Because they
are
don't
a
have
that's
one.
the
football
old.
team.
That's
So
the
can you
old-
really? So can you really blame the football team for
I think that,
having a poor uniform?
to me that's. A
I
really-
actually
No.
can you scroll up, CJ? All right, go to the one on the bottom left.
Here?
Yeah, I think that's a cool little logo mark or whatever the word is for that.
I think
That's fucking lazy.
But I
they
think-
literally
They
couldn't
don't-
come up with
okay,
the,
but
I think it looks good.
Washington looks good, but the fact that football team has no identity, none.
Look,
Once they
I'm
get
gonna
one,
I'm gonna say this, and I may be in the minority. That's fine. If they never changed their name from Washington Football Team, I wouldn't be upset.
I don't
think-
care. I could. Give
I don't
two
care,
shits.
but I'm just saying if you wanna make your franchise what it was,
See, I don't see that as a bad look. I really don't.
I think it's really
it's
good.
the helmet because
But
this
who
didn't
cares?
change. This didn't change. The helmet changed.
They had to change the logo, but that's not the uniform. We're talking uniforms. And while the helmet
The
goes
helmet
with
is
it,
part
the
of the
helmet is a
uniform.
part of the
It
uniform.
does,
It's
but
like
the
with
colors all
soccer
blend.
uniform.
All
I
of the
just don't
colors
see
blend.
any identity, none. And that's not the team's fault.
No, that's not. But I
That's
don't
not
think.
the team's fault.
And then
So
I can't
right
see
now, I would give it average at best.
really good for me.
Wow, I'm torn. I want to say really good because I
Color
think the
scheme.
I think the
it's all
colors,
there.
everything
I think
blends.
the potential's there. No identity, no uniform.
Jonathan Allen, I coached against his ass. Really good.
Like
Jonathan
look at the
Allen.
old helmet. Like look at that. The stripes, the old logo, the red face mask. It's all there.
That's not a red face mask.
Yellow face mask. my fault. It's all there.
Here,
To
you
me, it's just
you
a lack
put a
of-
number on the side of it.
Well,
to
they
me.
did. Well, they
It's
had
just-
to. They were
it's
forced to.
traditional.
You know.
It's just a lack of.
There's no fucking tradition. You were the Redskins for how many fucking
Oh, go
years? There's
go
no
look at the
tradition
go.
here.
Put in throwback. Put in Washington Redskins
They had a
throwback.
spear.
They had a
That's pretty
spear,
clear.
which
Pretty
was
sweet.
really nice. I really like that. Not, and I'm not playing favorites with the spears because I've been around the spears for almost 10 years. But
But it's just a clean. It's
That-
just a clean look. Now imagine that with an updated red, with the updated red and updated colors. That would be a great look. Because
I even like the R, to be honest with you.
yeah, but you'll never get away
Because
with it
it-
Yeah.
but it has
because you know what the R stands for.
because
right?
it had identity. The spear.
Now,
has
if it was at
identity.
A,
Numbers
then
are
you'd
just
be okay.
numbers.
Right?
Yeah.
Get it? A, not R.
I say average, but that's just me.
All right, we'll chat afterwards, Lucas.
I don't get it.
All right, I'll help you out
I'll
afterwards.
just put them. I think that they're average as well, but once again, the opinion doesn't matter. I see very differently on these uniforms. I like a lot more.
I know because you're colorblind. Of course, you see differently.
All right, so in badass, we have the Los Angeles Chargers, Rams, and the Las Vegas Raiders. And really good, we have the Ravens, Panthers, Packers, Colts, Chiefs, Dolphins, Giants, Steelers, Buccaneers, Titans, and WFT. In average, you got the Cardinals, Falcons, Bills, Bears, Bengals, Cowboys, Saints, Vikings, Eagles, and 49ers. In the Y, you have the Cleveland Browns, the Denver Broncos, the Detroit Lions, Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, New England Patriots, and the Seattle Seahawks. And then in the Jets category, you have the New York Jets, who are in that category because why? Okay. So that is the uniform tier list here. It was a bad decision, I will say, because holy shit, some of the choices.
A lot of hot takes. Hey, people have different opinions and different color schemes that they like, and
Of course, my opinions are right, and I think the crowd will agree with me. But yeah,
I think the crowd will agree with me.
yeah.
and CJ knows the fans will agree with me, and it is what it is. Like, who called in last week? What was that fella's name?
Eric?
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric just seemed to agree with me on everything I was saying. So
Yeah.
I think
That
that's
was
just a
because we
reflection
were
of our
saying
fans.
swear
too.
words. There's a lot of
I
agreement.
think Eric was a great reflection of our fans who tend to agree with me.
A little slice of the fandom.
All right, let's do hops of the week, and then we will get out
Right.
of here.
Yeah.
Okay, how many do you guys
I have one stupid one.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to have one.
You don't have one?
No hops this week.
I got one, maybe two.
Okay, I'll go last because mine's a good one.
Right. So,
It's not a horror story or anything like that. It's an actual good one.
all right. So, all right. Here's my stupid one. So I'm always into reading like odd news stories and all this shit. Well, there's this realtor out in Colorado, and she listed a house. This is a realtor listing a house as a little slice of hell because the people that were there that lived in the house before evidently left, and when they left, they spray painted everything from "suck my ass" to "fuck you," and they stuffed shit in closets and put them everywhere. They left rotting meat in the
God.
refrigerator. They unplugged the refrigerator, and the real estate agent said it's a little slice of hell. And within 24 hours, she had 5 hours on the house that cost $590,000. Yeah, it says she says that it was a dilapidated 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house, and it had spray painted. It had feces stuffed in drawers. And oh no, here it is.
Giving me the
In the first
shivers.
24
Oh my
hours,
God.
in the first 24 hours, she got 16 all cash offers for the house.
That's amazing.
It was
I
a
wonder
vacant
why.
house. It was a vacant house. She put it on the market, and she received 89 texts about the house and what was being offered for it.
That's a no from me, Chief.
Yeah. So I'm looking through, and they got all these pictures of this house, and everything from the countertops to the walls. There's FU. They tore out shit. They spray painted pretty much every vulgarity that we should have had on our show last week or 2 weeks ago. But no one knows what happened to the original house owner. It's believed to have been that the woman who owned it died, and these people moved in. And when the relatives moved in, they basically did every piece of damage they could until they were eventually evicted. And the house got 16 offers at $590,000. Over $500,000 for a house that was
was it a mansion or something?
No,
Where,
no,
like,
no.
The 590 is a steal once you clean it up.
They had piss in the hallways. There was just, I mean, when you look at some of the, here's one of the hallways. Like they just painted all over the floors. They painted on the carpet. Look at this. They just spray painted shit everywhere in the house. Wow. But I was looking at it and I thought to myself, it was urine saturated. Like the people that were there, they just pissed wherever they wanted to piss and left it. They were evicted and they left. And this realtor, rather than try and do anything to it, listed as a little slice of hell. And it fucking sold. It sold.
insane.
But
What a
so-
stupid world we live in.
I know. I don't know.
Just finding that, dude. You just graduated college.
Yeah,
You'll find
you
out
guys-
easily, man.
CJ just got a new job as the new athletic.
You don't have to tell
What?
people out there what I do.
Well, CJ's now working at George Mason University in the athletic department somewhere, and Lucas just got a job, and he's going to be working in the athletic department of a high school. And Patrick's
The
on his
assistant
way.
to the assistant manager at the movie theater. is
You're
what
the
you are.
assistant to the assistant manager of the
Pretty
movie
much.
theater.
No,
You got leverage.
but you'll.
And
find
so
out
when
that-
you think about it, you guys are house shopping or not house shopping, apartment shopping. Could you imagine walking into a shithole like this and go, "We'll take it."
No chance.
There's no chance. Hey CJ, look at this closet. There's a hunk of shit in the corner. Somebody dropped the deuce right here.
I'll take it.
I know. But that house is listed at almost $600,000. That's almost what my house is worth.
Stupid.
You can believe that?
Stupid.
So that was my house of the week. I kept reading it, and I was like, you got to be shitting me. This isn't real. But it is. 89 text messages the real estate agent got trying to find out more information on the house. Feces and urine saturated.
So gross.
Yeah.
Saturated. What a
Yeah,
word.
saturated.
Like it's settled into
said that the
farm,
previous
I'm
owner.
guessing.
Now, here's the thing: wherever they feel comfortable going, especially when the owner is there, and then relatives move in and just completely fuck the joint up. But so a little bit of paint and some floor refinishing, tear out the carpets, and so this is the only reason I say this is because so when CJ and Patrick were little boys. Their mother and I bought a house in Pennsylvania, and we were moving out of this little 1,500 square foot little mini split foyer place. And we bought a place in the town, the next nearby town, larger town than ours. And when we walked into it, the owner before had cats, and she just let those cats go wherever. And so our dining room, we walked in, and I was like, oh my god, it smelled like freaking cat piss everywhere. So what we did was, I went in after she took we lowballed her, and she took our offer. Mm-hmm. We went in and we stripped out all of the carpet, and
I feel like you have to.
Oh my god, I freaking ripped it all out, tore off the baseboards, ripped all the carpeting out, all of the freaking underneath. You could see that the subfloor had been soaked with cat urine. The cats kept pissing in the same place all the time. So I freaking used an oil-based paint and sealed the floors to prevent any of those odors from ever coming back. And then we put new carpet down, new padding and carpet. And then we made like $60,000 when we sold it 3 years later.
Wow.
$70,000. It was crazy. That was right before we moved to Virginia. But that house was destroyed by 2 cats. But,
Oh, jeez.
so I know all about the urine laden. I've seen it. Cats will do that. And I've got cats, and my cats would be hung up by a fucking tree out in the yard if I had that. So,
Jeez.
yeah.
Well, do you have one or what?
Yeah, dude, go ahead.
Oh, you do?
I said I'm going last.
Oh, I thought you said you had 2.
No, I have one.
Okay.
It's one big one, though.
And Lucas blew us off. He said he didn't have one.
He's not hip to the hops.
Well, I'll just do the one then. I don't know. I've been thinking the past couple of days, and I've been thinking about with my coaching situation. It's a bit of a mess right now. It's all over the place. I got one more year as far as I'm concerned where I'm at, and it's bittersweet coming to the end, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm looking off the better things. I look around the table, and Coach, you finally got the job that you wanted to get.
Yep.
You got a regular ed job at somewhere that you know where you've been before, and you're making a crap ton more money.
Yes.
Positive things looking up. Lucas, you graduated
Home
college.
run.
Yeah,
You
I did a home
graduated
run. I'm
college.
blessed.
And you hit a home freaking run.
No, it was Dan Patrick who said it. Home run. I think it
And
was
you're
Dan Patrick.
making great money
Or Kenny Mayne
at a
did that.
great starting school with a program that's up and up.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
CJ has finally gotten a job after this whole COVID stuff.
He's gotten a title.
Has just murdered his industry, and he finally got a job. And it's just like, things are fine, little looking up, boys. We're fine. We're coming out of this like, holy crap, we're stuck. I don't know what to do. Got to finish college.
Yeah.
COVID's killing my industry. Nowhere will give me a job until they give me a chance. And guess what? You guys finally got the chance. So it's really simple. I'm proud of all of you guys. Look,
Thank you.
I know my time is coming eventually.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm almost getting an
The
opportunity.
moochy shit
Hey.
going on here. What is this? I'm just kidding.
Hey, but I have an opportunity that's possibly coming to at least give me a resume boost.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I was there. You were just a little boy when I did it.
And so hopefully that comes around and I get an amazing opportunity. But I'm a step behind, and I'm looking forward to hopefully, getting my chance to do something. I don't know what Jeannie's doing.
She's being
But hey,
annoying.
that's all I
So
got.
here's my
That-
offer
that's
to you.
awesome.
Here's my offer to you, and your mother will not argue this. So if you need the help on the sideline and you want to do something, I'll be there.
Oh, my God. Would you stop fucking
sweet.
coaching for 1 year, man?
I'll be there. I'll do it.
You can't stop coaching whether you love it or not.
I do, but I won't be there every time. But I want to be there as much as I can to help you out. If
Oh,
you
on Friday nights?
if you get the big HC, then I'll come and help coach you guys and get them son of bitches ready. I just can't be there. I can't be there every day. I can't.
That's so full of shit every year.
I can't.
I'm done.
I can't
I'm
be
done.
there. I can't.
I'm done with this
Well,
stuff.
here's my thing: is I can't be
Patrick's
there
going
every
to put
day.
you on the equipment duty now. You just suck it yourself in.
There
back to
ain't
that
no
again.
way I'm getting sucked into that. There ain't no way, brother.
Just like you thought you were done coaching, eh?
Well,
Just
I
like
would help
he's
him
done.
out as much as I can. But by the time I get to practice, his practice is going to be almost over.
Just about.
What day is
Because I'm
school
go-
day on?
3:20.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll be on.
Yeah, because I'm going to be taking my sweet ass time riding my new car. Dude, I'm getting a new car. I am,
Oh, awesome.
and I'm going to get. I'm going to get an awesome new car.
finally.
You want to see
Crazy.
it? You want to see it? I'm going to show it to you.
Have one.
All right, CJ. Well, while he's looking that up, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So my hops, I'm a big sports guy, but the thing that I'm also like I really enjoy is esports. I find that like international competition is great. I think that if you see the U.S. competing against other countries is huge, but I'm also
Yeah, it's fucking nice. Go ahead. I'm
also, like I
Toyota
said,
Avalon.
a big video game guy, and one of the games that I've always followed is a game called Counter-Strike. Well, Counter-Strike has something that involves a market online where you can sell things for money. Coach and I have had a hops before where I've said there has been something sold online for over $100,000 in this game. And these are just for gun skins. I'm talking literally like stickers and skins that are on your gun. Well, that now has been overtaken by this, where two guns that are a part of the game. This game has like 16 total guns, and you could get like, I want to say 100 plus skins for these guns, for these total guns. So there's two guns that sold for a total of 5 million CNY, which is in Chinese currency, which is over 775,000 US dollars.
That's
Why would
just
anybody do that?
Just for two gun skins. Just for two gun skins.
Once again, a stupid world we live in.
No shit.
Like there are people who collect things. What are you going to do with this? What I really want to know what you're going to do with these types of skins. You're just if I ever made $775,000 in my career or my life, I would never give it for gun skins in a video game that has been around for over. This game has been around for over 20 years now. It's like it's kind of like World of Warcraft. It's kind of been around.
But regardless
for a long
of the game
time.
itself, it's just like CJ. You and I are big gamers. You're talking about you're dropping three-quarters of a million dollars for something that is on your computer screen.
Yeah, nothing else. And
It's just like, okay, if you drop $5, $10 maybe every once in a while to get something that where you get a bunch of stuff,
yeah,
you're talking about $750,000
yeah,
on two things.
exactly. And and
On two things.
people will say like, well, they're collecting.
Like, that's a
stuff.
stupid nice house in Loudoun County for two gun skins.
I hate to say it, that's kind of an average house in Loud.
Okay,
was
an
gonna
average
say,
house.
that's not even-
Okay, a
Listen to this
stupid
fucking
nice
guy
house.
over here.
Well, Loudoun County is.
Yeah,
Rich
did you
is
know
all
that
get
in
out.
Did you know that in Virginia, like we have like 4 out of the top 10 highest like
highest standards of living, I
highest
think, in the United
counties
States.
in the country?
I think Loudoun.
You got,
Is it Loudoun
you got
County?
Loudoun County. You got
Orange County.
you got
or-
Fairfax County. You got Arlington County.
look up the,
And then you have Falls Church.
highest standards
That's
of living
all
in
in
the
like
United
one
States.
big area as well.
All right.
I think Fairfax and Loudoun County are in the top 5
Oh, Fairfax
the
County is
entire-
the richest county
in the entire
country.
United
Isn't Loud
States.
too?
Loudon's number 2. It's literally number 2. Fairfax County is number 1. It's
And
literally
then what? Orange County out in California.
no,
LA
not
County?
even. Falls Church is up there.
Loudoun County is number 1
Oh,
in
Loudoun
Virginia.
County is
In
number
There was a
No,
switch.
no,
at
no,
one
no,
point.
no.
Okay.
Look up the United States. The entire United States. I guarantee you, we have at least 2 counties in the
I think
entire
we have
United
3.
States.
I swear I saw Falls Church is up there,
I don't think that's a county, is it?
but it's a big area of Virginia still. It's kind of like Fredericksburg.
I'm looking here. I don't know where the hell that is. Indiana.
Okay, that's just not true.
Fairfax is one. Yeah, Fairfax. There's a lot of places in Georgia, actually.
Georgia?
Yeah,
Georgia.
Top cost of living cities. That's not. No.
Loudoun County is number 16, so there's 2 of them. Maryland is on there a couple of times. Obviously, you're going to put a couple places in Texas. York County, there's 3 in Virginia so far in the top 25. Ashburn, Jeff Falls Church.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
so
I
there's
think-
like 5 in the top 25.
Yeah, it's
That's still ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
there's what 3,000 counties in the United States.
but anyway, like I was saying, like I said, I read that and I go, that's almost $1 million that
How
you
freaking
spent
stupid.
for 2 gun skins in a game that, like I said, has been around for over 20 years now. What are you collecting? What are you going to sell those for whenever it becomes available? Because you're not going to be able to sell them for that much anymore. You probably will never be able to sell them for that much. Anyway, that's my hops.
I don't know how anybody looks at a video game and says, I'm going to spend $750,000 just for something that you can't see. You can't see it. Only your opponent can see it. After you drop it,
Well, you
after
can
they
see
shoot you.
it. You can see it.
Okay. Well, after they shoot you and they pick it up, then they get it.
I can barely convince myself to spend $60 for a video game now.
Trust me,
So-
it's an investment, man.
Yeah.
It is. It's an investment.
I'm looking for a deal. I mean, the only thing that I want to spend in terms of video games right now is the new Battlefield.
Yeah.
The new Battlefield looks freaking just.
Don't talk to me about sports games. 'Cause I'll just no. That's not.
But that's about it.
Yeah. I of course I play games. I play the same Call of Duty game. I play it all year until the next one comes out. Then I play that one for the next year. And warts and all, I complain and I do, but I still play. But I could never. I don't think I ever spend more than $10 ever on.
Like on in-game purchases.
Yeah, and when I do that, it's so that I can make sure that I can get the next season,
Right.
or whatever. And that's all I ever do. There's the idea that people spend thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Kids get their parents' account and they freaking rack up huge
I
purchases.
think my little brother did that one time.
Did he really?
I think that happened. I
How
don't-
cool! How cool was that?
Oh,
I
It was
love
the
your
first
mom.
It was the first time. It was the first time my dad's little angel did something wrong. I think.
Yeah,
So-
Fuck you, buddy.
it wasn't Eli, was it?
No, it wasn't Eli. Oh, Eli. Yeah, if Eli did it, it would have been different. But
Yeah.
The fact that it was.
Yeah, because he probably would have used his freaking IT skills to
Yeah,
get it
my
for
dad would have
nothing.
never even known it happened.
Because he would have erased all the emails his
Exactly.
dad would have gotten.
Exactly.
All right. Lucas, thank you for coming on again.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
man.
Pat, thank you for coming on again. I'll see you upstairs. Anyway,
Because they're making the old man wings.
Viggs, enjoy your honeymoon.
Yes.
Hopefully you're back here before I have to start working again.
Yeah.
But
So our podcast could be changing.
a little bit, but I'm still gonna. I have.
We're
plenty of time to do
researching
some research on how to do
multi-link
this show.
podcasts so we
So,
can continue
if
this
we're
stupid
rooming,
shit.
I can try and hopefully get some stuff set up so you can be an integral part of it every single
Sweet.
week. So
Yeah.
But guys, until next time, peace out.
See
Love you
ya.
guys.